so grateful that you're choosing to spend your precious time here with me today. I hope you've been taking excellent care of yourself, especially in the midst of the insanity in the world right now. I'm laughing because I don't know what else to do. If I didn't laugh, I'd probably be sobbing. So, anyway, how are you? I hope you've been doing good. I hope you've been taking excellent care of yourself. This is Allie with the Sea Owl, and I am so excited and so grateful to be bringing you messages from your spirit team, from spirit, guidance or advice, insight, encouragement, whatever it is that they feel you most need to hear going forward for your next 30 days is what we're going to be getting for you, Aries. I like to mention before we get going, if you're someone who likes to jump right into your reading, I will be sure to put the timestamp in the description box below. That's also where you can find all the information to get in touch with me or book a personal reading. You can go to my website at thecl.com. And now I will begin. So I'm grateful for you to be here with us. I have already prayed and meditated over your reading, Aries, and I was getting some interesting visualizations from Spirit. One of them was, it looked to be a male individual that kind of had a mohawk, and they were at a concert or something like a concert. You know, they were there to see someone, and there was the venue was packed. There was a ton of people there to see whoever this was, and you were there, and you could feel the buzzing and the excitement of what was to come, that feeling you get around other human beings when everyone's kind of anticipating the same thing. So it was a really exciting kind of that buzzy energy, and with COVID, I have not personally experienced that in several years. So it was really cool to be able to feel that energy from you and your reading, Aries. So thank you for that for me. That was like a little present for me. So I have my tea over here. I have our decks ready. I'm switching up some of the decks I've been using lately to make it more interesting for you and me and Spirit. At this point, I would like to invite you to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose for about 5 to 6 seconds. Hold that breath for 2 to 3 seconds. And then exhale all the tension, all the worries and anxieties and just goings on in your everyday life. Exhale that with your breath through your mouth for 5 to 6 seconds. And then if you feel like you need to repeat that 2 or 3 more times, please go ahead and do that. It's a really wonderful, brief little breathing exercise that helps ground and center me all the time. So I hope that can be beneficial for you. And it also helps us connect energetically through the space-time continuum or whatever it is that we are in, so you can get the messages that are most meant for you, Aries. All right. So again, if you would like to skip right to your reading, the timestamp is in the description box below. I am going to go ahead and start shuffling with intention to receive the tarot cards that your guides want to give us for this reading. I felt called to use my personal Mystic Mondays deck. It is very worn, very well loved, very near and dear to me. I love the messages I get with her. And so I don't normally use this for just anybody, I guess is what I'm trying to say, but I felt compelled and called to use it for your reading, Aries. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you to my guides. Thank you to yours. Messages for Aries for the month of December or the next 30 days whenever they receive this reading. because technically these readings are timeless. So whenever you come upon this reading, it'll be for the next 30 days. So the next 30 days for Aries spirit. Thank you. Please and thank you, Spirit. Messages for Aries the next 30 days. Messages, guidance, information, advice, insights, secrets, surprises, whatever you want to bring forth for our Aries viewers today, Spirit. Please and thank you. We have Knight of Swords. Two of Swords. Thank you so much, Spirit. And how about one or two more, please, and thank you. Aries, the next 30 days. The next 30 days for Aries, Spirit. Thank you. Next 30 days for Aries spirit. What would you like them to know? Messages, guidance, insight. Okay. I had one fall down on the floor, so let's see. Okay, beautiful. 9 of Cups. We have 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay, this is beautiful, and I'm loving this for you, Aries. Let's dig in a little deeper here. Right off the bat, I want to mention Spirit is congratulating you for recently kicking a habit or a mindset or a perspective or a way of living or being in the world. You have overcome something in that realm for you, and that is a big deal, they're saying. It is a really big deal that you have been able to release whatever this thing was that was not serving you anymore. It could have been some type of addiction. I'm hearing active addiction. It could even be working on automatic thoughts, things that really caused you stress and anxiety, sleepless nights before. And I feel like you've really been actively working on transmuting that energy into something really healthy and beautiful for you, Aries. And Spirit is just really coming through to congratulate you. How proud they are to see you moving out of that toxic mindset, toxic environment into a much more clear mindset. I feel like it's almost like the clouds parting. You were in this deep fog and then the clouds parted and now there's so much clarity. You could see 10 miles ahead of you, you know. You can really see where you were and how you got there and how to not go back there and how to just go forward in your life in a way that I think really evaded you in your past. There's some kind of mission that now that you have overcome this, there is a mission that Spirit's bringing forward for you, Aries, and it has to do with communication. It has to do with bringing balance, a balanced communication towards the masses about how to make decisions that are more aligned with the highest path or someone's highest good. How to make decisions like that when you're in the depths of something. when what you need the most is evading you because you're in the depths of something else that's very, very overpowering. How to It's almost like a step-by-step manual of how to, for lack of a better phrase, pick yourself up from whatever, rock bottom you might find yourself in. How to pick yourself up, heal yourself, and get yourself to your highest good, your highest potential, what you want to be. I mean, that is really cool because there is no guidebook or instruction guide on how to be a human in this world. I mean, they kick us out of high school, with this diploma, but we have no idea how to balance our checkbooks or file taxes or, any kind of life things. All the steps you have to go through at the DMV. I mean, there's just like all these practical life things that we don't get, yet we do get tested on the, is it the Pylorian theory? See, I don't even know. Pythagorean theory. I don't know. Please don't judge me. But hopefully you can see the point we're trying to make. Some of this, and I'm not saying all of that is useless information. It's probably very important for certain people. But do the masses need to know how to do this? I don't know. I think the masses probably need to know, how do I navigate when I've experienced crippling, complex trauma and I have no support system and I have a tendency to lean towards addictive and unhealthy coping mechanisms anyway, because I was never taught any better and I don't really want to go down this path, but what else is there? And you are the person who is going to be able to communicate that in a way where people will listen, where they will hear you, respect what you have to say. I'm hearing admire you because you really pulled yourself from the depths of something, Aries, and I just keep hearing the phrase like pulled yourself up by your bootstraps and changed your perspective and made a decision to choose yourself and improve your life, whatever that looked like for you. And for you, it looked like really getting rid of some pretty toxic behaviors, habits, mindsets, perspectives, some pretty toxic stuff that really drug you down. You were able to move through that into this bright, beautiful, healthy version of yourself now because you made the decision. And now it's kind of like you're living this dream. You're right on the brink of like living this dream life that you've created and worked for and manifested. You have put in so much work to beat the odds and to not be who everyone kind of pegged that you would probably end up being. You've turned into this very stable and just kind of dignified, empathetic leader in your own way, because so many people don't have the tools or resources or even the thought in their mind of how to make actionable steps to improve their life when they're in the depths of their pain and suffering and grief, whatever that might look like for them, or however those emotions might be manifesting. Because we know that at the root of addiction or despair is pain coming from somewhere. The root is always pain, unresolved pain. And you've really navigated this. You've figured it out, and you're really about to like step into this brand new role of being a leader for people who really need someone like that. Helping remove the stigma. There's nothing wrong with deciding to change the way you've been going and work really hard if you have to get yourself better. And I feel like you're going to be kind of the encourager in that realm. This is going to be kind of a new step for you, I'm hearing, but it is a decision you've made. You've made this decision to reach out to people, to network and communicate, to to break the stigma, to help promote more inclusivity for those who are without a home right now, or making, really difficult and unhealthy decisions in order to fuel their addiction, whatever that might look like. So doing really, really beautiful, important work, soul level work here. I mean, you're helping humanity, you're helping the masses, and how beautiful this is for you, Aries. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so grateful. I mean, just this, I think in a way, actually, you're realizing this is your calling, to be a leader in this way, to help move people out of these waters of struggle and grief and hopelessness and defeat, and help them have hope again, help them be able to see a future for themselves again, imagine and manifest themselves into the future they want to see, that's healthy and whole and happy. And that's what you're going to be doing. How incredible. I would love to hear more about this, more about what you're doing. So we have 4 of Cups under the Knight of Swords here. And the Knight of Swords was the one that was kind of telling me that you're like stepping into this new leader role. I think there's an element here of you kind of wishing that it didn't have to be you, that you didn't have to be the one to lead, that you didn't have to be the one to help bring people through this. And yet I think deep down it's almost as if you don't have a choice, because this is your mission. This is what you're supposed to be doing. But I feel as though there may be a kind of heaviness about it. And it may not even be an overwhelming energy for you, but it does I feel this sense of, why do I have to be the one to do this? Why can't I just live just a basic, plain, normal life? You may not be the kind of person that really enjoys talking to people and spending time with them. I don't get the energy that you dislike people. I think maybe your communication reserves can run low pretty quickly. So you might be a little bit more introverted in that, you need more time by yourself to really recharge your batteries and recenter yourself. But don't worry about that too much. You're going to be getting to a point where you don't have to spend really any more time with the public than what you desire. And you'll really be able to kind of have more control over how that happens, your availability. Like I said, you're going to be the leader of this. So you get to make the decisions. You get to call the shots here. And if you need more time for yourself than networking, do that. If you have a week where you're feeling really good and you can network a whole lot more than you normally can, then do that. And then make sure that it's balanced. And you're not spending too much time working and not enough time resting, or vice versa. Balance your family, your friends, your you time. And I think they're just letting you know. I think that might be a feeling that's been hanging around for you, and they're wanting to just help recognize that and help you transmute it. You're going to have a lot more control over all this than you may realize. So let's get you a few oracle cards here before we wrap up your reading, Aries. Please and thank you, Spirit. What messages do you have for Aries here for the next 30 days? Please and thank you, Spirit. Messages for Aries for the next 30 days. All right, thank you. Spirit into matter, Trillium. Thank you, Spirit. Further messages for Aries for the next 30 days. Messages for Aries for the next 30 days, Spirit. It's been interesting trying to get cards to come out from you for you, Aries, and so I sometimes kind of dig into that energy because everything means something, and there might be a hesitancy here for you because you're probably a little bit more of an introspective or private person in some ways, to really step out there and be this leader that you feel like you need to be. I feel like this is a new energy for you, and so it's kind of uncomfortable, and it kind of causes a little anxiety and hesitation and reservation, because in essence you're making the decision to put yourself out there. But I feel as though you're going to be so accepted and beloved by people because of how many people you're going to help and save and bring them through like really dark places in their life. And so then we have be bold and make the first move. So, if these energies have been holding you back from really stepping into this new journey, this new very powerful energy that you are encompassing and moving into, Aries, I need you to know that there is so much love and so many gems you're going to find along the way in the journey. It's not to say you won't experience heartbreak at times, because not everyone can be saved, and ultimately that's not up to you. But you cannot underestimate the power of planting a seed, of being an encourager, of being present and helping end the stigma, and being that voice for those who really might be kind of voiceless when they're in those kinds of depths. What idea have you been sitting on that you're really waiting to bring into fruition here, to really help see it through, to nurture it and grow it and make it real? What idea is that? I feel as though it's connected to this feeling of service that you have, that you want to give back and help others. And this may be something that you have thought about for a very long time, but you've had these reservations, these things holding you back. Maybe you've been waiting for some kind of sign or signal to be like, hey, okay, this is from the universe telling me I need to start now. Okay, so the universe told me to start, so now I'm going to start. But I think the thing is, the universe isn't the one that's going to tell you when to start. The universe is waiting for you to decide when to start, and then they will assist you on that journey. So it has to be from you. It has to come from you. Be bold and make the first move. The second you decide, I am making this step forward. I am taking this step on this new journey. Here comes the universe to help see you through. If you truly believe that that is your life purpose, what you are supposed to be doing right now in this moment, the universe is going to protect you, back you up, and help you with this very sacred and precious work that you are volunteering, offering to step up and be a leader and do. Those are the messages that we have for you, Aries. What a beautiful reading. Very exciting. I am so grateful to have spent this time with you today. I hope this message resonated. I hope it lifted you up and helped you and gave you the guidance you've been looking for. If this reading did resonate with you, please leave a comment or share if you feel called to. I would love to connect with you further. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, you can find that in the description box below, or you can go to thecl.com. And again, thank you for spending your precious time with me, Aries. I am so, so grateful for this time together. Thank you to your guides. Thank you to mine. And I look forward to seeing you at the next reading.